So now I taught you kind of how to use ChatGPT and how to get it to kind of give you your bulk content. So how do we then take this content and put it into our day-to-day so that we don't have to do this? So what you would do is you copy and click, which generally you highlight, you drag with your mouse and you do your right click, right? And you get this part, you want to hit copy and you want to go over and paste, right? So when you copy and paste, you just put it in each line, just this first row. That's all you need. It will look like this, but it's only, I promise you, in the first row, as you can see once I click it, right? So then you want to go up top to your save icon once you have your list, and you want to save it as social media templates YouTube. You want to go to your more options. You want to have it saved as, let's see. And then here you want to make sure you have all these file types, like you have JPEGs and GIFs, right, for photos. You want to make sure it's a CSV file. So at the end, you want to make sure that you have this little dot CSV, like this is dot XML. You want to make sure that the thing says dot CSV, right, dot CSV. Okay, so a CSV file, okay? That's what you want to make sure you have. It has to be a CSV file in order to transfer it into Canva. If not, you're going to have to take each one and copy them into Canva. This way will create your bulk content all at once for you. Now you have Canva here. Because we are real estate agents, I'm going to type in for real estate. And Canva will already pre-make templates. So if you're not very artsy and designer like me, this is a great tool for you to use. So I also then go in here and you want to find something semi-plain. So I'm going to pick, say this one. Customize. Once you go in here, you want to make sure everything is exactly how you want it to bulk create. So, Ovitt Group, Realtor Tips, $75 for that. We'll get rid of this bar, and I want my stuff kind of sitting here. So this is where I'm going to want that content that I just had created. You're going to go over to your left column. You're going to go into apps. Once you go into apps, you're going to look for this little button that says bulk create. Sometimes it'll sit underneath here on its own, but if not, it's there. As you can see, we have these two choices. We can either put things in manually or we can use a CSV file, like I just asked you to save it as. So you want to go there, upload your CSV, and click open. Now you kind of have it sitting right here. You want to tell this where you want it to go. So you right click. You don't want anything copied there. You don't really want it. You just want to click in the general region, a right click, because sometimes it might only give you the copy paste option. That's fine. Just keep right clicking like I did till you get it to come up with more of this style of Canva. You want to get this part with the layered kind of coins. You want it to say connect data. So that should also, as you can see on the side here, it says there's a little white box, right? See it? It keeps popping up. It should match the other box that is sitting right here. See how these are matching? That means you're doing it correctly. So you want to click the box that's already over here. And now this will turn purple. It was gray before and it wasn't working, and it's working now. See, now it popped up all of your pages. Do you want to do all of them? Yes. So what you do is, and again, you can scroll to see the whole thing. You click generate pages. Now what it just does is, you can see, it just put everything, see how they're all different? All those pieces of text in order for your thing. So you can look back here. This is our original. See, I'm trying to scroll. There's nothing to scroll. You would have to add page because there's only one of one. And now we have 9 pages. If you don't like the background, you can also change and drag in new backgrounds and change out the backgrounds as you see fit. You can also, as a second option, if you did not want to CSV it and then pull it this way, and you wanted to do it 100%, you could pull each different item, create a new page, and copy and paste into the format. That is also an option. Once I have these, I go under share and I click download. And then I generally do these one by one to save. Unless you want a group of them and you want to talk about, say, staging for the day and you have 3 different points, or what's going on locally in your town or your neighborhood, right? So you could save them together or you can save them by yourself. If you save them together, they will only pull together. You cannot separate them after. So that's one thing to remember. That's kind of turning it into a book, and then this is single pages that you could do. So you can save it as a PNG file, a JPEG, all different things depending on what you're doing, or GIF. Another thing that you can kind of do is animate, which is just clicking it. There's an animate button up here. This kind of, as you can see, kind of gives a little bounce to the step. It gets it kind of moving. Gives kind of a little bit of character. It makes you look very professional, like you kind of super design it, right? And it does it all for you depending on what you wanted to do. This is your size. This is also for your text, bold, colors. If you want it left, right, in the middle. How much gap do you want, letter spacing. You can kind of change all that. Your line spacing you can change if you want to stretch things out or put shadows in between. You can do all different things like that. You can do with the bold, shadows, different things you can do with your text as well. There's all different things you can do for that. So those are kind of simple things. Also, if you want to load your graphic in and you want to remove a background, I can show you that next.